Hey girl. Okay, so we're gonna go through a little instructional video, just kind of like how we do sun salutations here at the studio, and this can be like a video you refer back to just to kind of lock down alignment cues. So I'm gonna go through everything. This is probably nothing new for you. It's just all gonna be review and kind of locking down the languaging that we use here at the studio. So, okay. I'm going to use blocks. I typically at this studio do encourage blocks for most people in their sun salutations for sure. So let me explain why. Um, I don't do hands to shins because I think when you do hands to shins, there's the potential of pressing the knees into hyperextension, right? Which a lot of people do, they're not even aware of doing, and it kind of sends the hips back in space more than we want. So when instead we bring hands to blocks, we're able to maintain that little kick in the knees. Bring the crown of the head to reach forward with this long spine, and with the support of the blocks, we're able to engage the core here. So whenever we come into our Ardha Uttanasana, we want to start to find that low core engagement, right? We carry that through when we eventually do our jump backs, when we eventually do our step backs into Chaturanga, we've got that core engagement. Okay, so blocks. Blocks any height that the peeps choose. So we stand about hips width distance, feet parallel. We've got a little kick in our knees, rolling shoulders up, back, and down. Chest is broad, core is engaged in Tadasana. We inhale, arms rise up towards the ceiling, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, hands to blocks, Uttanasana. Inhale to halfway lift, crown of the head reaches forward. Find that low core engagement. And then exhale, plant palms, step back, top of a push-up. We shift shoulders forward of wrists, and then it's knees up or down as we lower through Chaturanga 90 degrees in the elbows. Inhaling to back bend, chest through shoulders. Exhaling back, down dog. Taking 3 full breaths in down dog. JJ, you can come in here. You can come in. I'm making a video for Scarlett. So then bottom of your third exhale here, we bend knees, look between thumbs, and either walk or hop towards the top edge of the mat. Bringing hands back to ground or block, inhaling to halfway lift, find that core engagement, lengthening the spine. Exhale to fold, let the crown of the head hang heavy towards the mat. We press through feet, arms rise up towards the ceiling. Exhale, arms down by our sides, Tadasana. So that is our Surya Namaskar A. So, variations. If you cannot keep the knees lifted away from the mat, we lower the knees down. If you cannot touch the ground, we use blocks, right? What else? Okay, so one thing I do a little bit different, and here's why. I cue Cobra over cueing Up Dog. So let me explain why. I'm going to show you. Up dog. Now I've got relatively good thoracic spine mobility. So my upper spine is pretty mobile. My shoulders are pretty mobile. That's not the case for most people. So when I come into an up dog, I can find a relatively even rate of curvature in my spine. Okay? Most people take most of up dog in their low back. So they've got like the rounding and the crunchiness in the shoulders here, and then they're doing like one of these. Big extension in the low back, and then we're here. Not great for the spine. So the health of your body is contingent on the health of your spine. So here at this studio, we always make sure that the health of the spine is #1 priority. So in order to bypass the potential of overextending the low back, we take ourselves into a cobra pose. So from Chaturanga, lowering the pelvis all the way down, right? So right now, with the pelvis down, my pelvis is in neutral. I've got the low back more towards neutral. And then all I'm concerned about here is finding the extension in the upper back, right? So whenever we're coming into Cobra, we're cueing that engagement of the low belly to neutralize the low back and the extension of the upper spine by drawing shoulder blades together. Okay. So that is our Sun A. I'm going to go through it one more time, and then we're going to go through Sun B. So, Sun A, inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, plant palms, step back, top of a push-up. You can step back, you can shoot back. Shifting shoulders forward of wrist, knees up or down as we lower through chaturanga. Inhaling to back bend. Exhaling back, down dog. 3 full breaths in down dog. Bottom of your third exhale will bring you towards the top edge of your mat, stepping or jumping, hands to ground or block. We inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, back to our active Tadasana. Little kick in the knees, shoulder blades together, low belly engaged. Okay, so for Sun Salutation B, you will be doing the Follow the Yogi classes, so you're more than welcome to do, I would typically do maybe 2 to 3 Sun A's, and then maybe 1 to 2 Sun B's. So Sun B is going to be starting in chair pose. So we heel toe the feet all the way together to touch. Ankles, knees, thighs all squeezing together towards the midline. Low core is engaged. Sit down into chair pose. We inhale. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to ground or block. Exhale, plant palms, step back or shoot back. Lower through chaturanga. So we shift shoulders forward of wrists. We bend to 90 degrees in the elbows. We inhale to our back bend. And exhale, back down dog. Same exhale, steps the right foot forward. We rise up, warrior one. Inhaling at the top. Exhaling right back down. Lowering through chaturanga. Inhaling to back bend. Exhaling back down dog. Same exhale, steps the left foot forward. Rise up, warrior one. Inhaling at the top. Exhaling right back down. Lowering through. Inhaling to back bend. Exhaling back, down dog. 3 to 5 breaths. And then making your way towards the top edge of your mat. We inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Heel toe the feet together to touch. And then sit down into chair pose as you inhale. Exhale brings you to Tadasana. So that's our Sun A, that's our Sun B. Those are the only 2 sun salutations that you move through in a vinyasa practice. Any other things that you kind of like riff off of is of your own creation. They're not other sun salutations. So I would incorporate typically a warm-up sequence that reflects kind of where you're headed in class. So that's like a slower, more benign shapes that you're doing maybe on the ground or on the seated. So then we have like your cow cats. You're going to go into your either half sun A's, right? Just the sun breath. And then you'll go into your Sun A, which we went over. You'll maybe do something in between. You can throw some standing poses in there, even like runner's lunge, stuff on the ground. And then you will do 1 or 2 Sun A's. And then whatever standing sequence that you would like to do for the remainder. You can do back bends, inversions, arm balances, whatever you're feeling called to. And then a little bit of a wind down, pigeon poses, seated shapes. And then Shavasana. So that's a very rough sketch of what a typical class would look like. I'm like being very cognizant that I don't want to overwhelm with cueing because I really want your natural teaching to come through, and whatever kind of like speaks to you, I want that to be your authentic voice in this room. However, the Sun A's and Sun B's, I do want to keep pretty standard for the studio so that everyone's working on the anatomically correct alignment to keep the spine, shoulders, and the rest of the body just safe in those salutations that we do every class. All right. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm here for all. Thank you.